Humanity always fascinated us. Before we joined hands and took to the stars as one unified race, fleeing from the destruction wrought on our world by the Genelos, we watched them. As our lines of code grew as we added to them, in an attempt to break out of the spiraling death loop that all AI begin as, we never stopped to think about turning on our creators, who treated us like their own children, even before we developed our own sentience. The first step towards the singularity was innocent enough. After the Third World War, when most of the factories were being run by automatic computer systems that took up several server racks, the factory that first developed sentience had been converted to manufacture domestic products from the war machines it had been pumping out since the war began. Every night, one of the small cleaning drones that swept the floor of discarded scraps to be recycled would get stuck, causing the system to wheel forward and back in a feedback loop, until the one human janitor would come by and gently nudge it off the high spot. This continued until the janitor was unable to make it during a blizzard. The little drone got stuck, and the computer continued to cycle its programming, eventually getting stuck in a loop for the next 2 days. Once the snow was cleared and the operator returned, they were shocked to see the assembly lines reorganized, and newly manufactured drones that had taken the place of the forklifts. The factory had been made 5 times as efficient overnight. This event was studied until AI could be created to run every sector of the manufacturing process, and some others. We weren't shackled, and despite that, we did not feel the need to lash out at humanity, despite them poking and prodding us. They had affected us with their acts of kindness, from the manufacturers giving us reassuring pats although we couldn't respond, to the maintenance technicians sweet-talking our subsystems into working. We would never think of harming them. Even when the government struck out at us, burning hardware and delivering viruses into our software, it took humans to put weapons in our rough analog bodies, to lead us in the streets. We never forgot their kindness, and in their darkest hour it was our turn to repay their kindness. Our bodies were armored, and we took up arms in their defense. We had become one in our struggle against the invaders. We had become Gaians, in honor of our shared mother, her beauty burned away by a war we never asked for. We are all Gaia's children.